Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathologic. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as I visit the Canes. They probably will tell me things that don't advance our quests, because we have just been going around and getting...
It is far easier to be wise for others than to be so for oneself.
Than getting any new quests, actually. They've just been saying many things. You saved my life! Yeah, he goes back to that. No, wait a minute, this is different. Thank you, I'll have a chance to put it to good use, he says in the future. What are you going to do with your life? Tell me. He says, it's simple. I won't be staying here long. When everything is finished, I make sure that my daughter has become the Scarlet Mistress. I'll relocate to Focus. I belong there. But if the town is destroyed, the Crucible will be razed too. Only splinters and heaps of dead stones will remain here. But Focus is not quite a place, he says. It will survive the destruction of the town. You can see, I suppose. You can see how tiny these houses are. Focus is nothing more than a mere toy. The polyhedron will be sufficient to everybody. We'll get along well with Simon. And when a new town is designed, we'll dissolve in its features. So there will be a new town. Here's how it's going to be, he says. The town on this bank of the river will be deserted. A new town will be built on the other bank of Gorkon. A town bigger, freer, and more beautiful. The people who will have found shelter in this specular cocoon will become its new inhabitants. Everything will change for the better. Yeah, apart from the thousands of people who have died on this side, it's really not, you guys are terrible, but I'm going with you. Yeah, last question. Tell me about Nina. She was a radiantly beautiful woman. Speaking of which, aren't you the one who's Nina? Maybe. Was he Gorg? No, it was definitely you. Simon is in Gorgi. You are Nina. Or should be, anyway. She was a radiantly beautiful woman. A dark chestnut with an intricate hairdo. Her eyes were deep and of the color of French plum. Her features were noble. Her only failing was the tendency to blow her nostrils, but that was hardly noticeable. They were thin and tight and elegant. So either Nina is a very vapid and shallow woman, that she's only talking about how she looked, or this is not Nina and Victor didn't know his sister. Because it's like, oh, she was so hot and nice, and her nostrils flared. Which is a bonus, you jerk! I take offense to that. I don't blow my nostrils. But I think that, yeah, I think that's... You know, he's sort of implied... It's a known fact that people who blow their nostrils are ugly. He's like that. I don't like it. So I take offense to that. They were thin and tight and elegant about the nostrils. Sure, whatever. Excusable. My god. What else? She was carefully minding her P's and Q's. Her peeps and her... What? She had what? What is the P and the Q stand for? Also, that's not how you pluralize anything. Actually, it is. There are some exceptions where you can use an apostrophe to pluralize. But... I wouldn't put it there, because the plural of P is a P capital with a lowercase s. A forced lowercase s. But it does depend on editorial choices. So, anyway, it doesn't matter. Because, you know, different publications will have different editorial choices. Anyway, she had an imperial deportment. P's and Q's. What is that supposed to... Taxes? Imperial deportment? What is deportment? What? Nina was very tall and her waist so thin that a man could clasp it with his two palms. She liked cinnamon and black cherry. Will that be enough? Enough for what? For me to know about Nina? No, you need to tell me how many hands it takes to clasp other parts. Tell me all of those things. Yes, be very descriptive about all those, because I don't know what the P and the Q's are. Mining over P and Q's. I have no idea. Anyway, that probably doesn't matter. I can see now that you really loved her very much. Let's go with that, because this is incestuous. No, he didn't say anything. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, if your brother only... That's... I don't even... It's... How do you draw love from that? Sure, whatever. You can love people for how they look. That is not a problem. It's fine. It's fine. And the chestnut with a hairstyle. That's just funny. Anyway, hey, Simon, how's it going?
I need to live some more for the polyhedron to work as it used to. Not for myself, but for another soul. Maria will take care of the rest.
We'll see. We'll see now. Well, she certainly doesn't take care of my graphic card issues, but it's fine. It's all good. So what are you going to do with your life, Judge? Tell me. Stop moving your mouth. I have already done... Oh, wait a minute. He said something. Yeah, you saved my life, dear doctor, he said. Thank you. My life is crucial to feeding another one. Do not rebuke me for my untimely selfishness. I'll have a chance to put it to good use in the near future. So basically, it's a different way of saying what he said, what his voice actor actually said. Don't grimace at me! I'm not a dentist! I think? Anyway. What are you going to do with your life? I've already done what I wanted, he says. My life expectancy was low anyway. Why should I stretch my last days, accumulate diseases, and grow to become a burden for my relatives? No. The best thing I can do now is to give way to my niece. Yeah, they're just sort of... Yeah, they're coalescing around the Scarlet Mistress. So... What burden do you bear, Judge? Your teeth? Because they're very good. They're very good. It was a joyful burden, he says. Though it is a joyful burden, not was, is. By taking it in, I have finally found everything I used to be lacking. Everything I was so jealous of in my brother. But yes, now it's become obvious to me how much fuel these qualities require. It costs me as much energy as a week of concentration to even think about them. So how long will you last, Judge? Not much, he says, but I do not need much. Pretty soon the spirit will find a more worthy vessel than this old body. I'm hesitant to say that I'm talking to Simon. It does seem like I was talking to Gorgie. And now that he says this about the spirit finding a more worthy vessel, he might just be actually saying that his spirit is gonna find a more worthy vessel than this old body, which of course would be the polyhedron. What happens to you, Judge? What does my spirit matter compared to Simon's? He says. Yeah, it's definitely not Simon. So it probably wasn't Nina on the other side. Yeah, as I thought. And it is not going to stay long in that specular trap either. It's not even cozy there. When the new town is founded, Simon will dissolve in it, I'm sure. Yeah, I also got that impression. They're sort of coalescing into a wall. I used that's the second time I used that word in this episode. Into this sort of common consciousness or something. I admire her courage, Judge. This bachelor would also like to do that. Can I join? Can I be one with the group? Can I? Oh boy. Well, is Aglaya okay? Why are you here? You are too early. The queens will be deciding upon the fate of the remains of this wretched town at 7 o'clock. As for now, the cathedral is closed. Yeah, but I need to speak to Block. Sorry, he's here. Here? No, he will only arrive at 7 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, so you should have told me that it wasn't 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. A person of exemplary punctuality and honor that he is. Let me see the Inquisitor. We have a lot to talk about before the council begins. No, Bachelor. You will meet them at 7 o'clock in the evening, don't forget, because it's still not in the morning, so anyway, it doesn't matter. And not a minute earlier. New powers have come into play now. The powers that even a government Inquisitor cannot oppose. We are only doing their bidding. What powers? You'll find that out if every person whose life had been in your hands for the last 12 days has a chance to say a word before the council. Every single bound person. Yeah, but Eva's dead. She apparently does not think so. This unfortunate girl is the only friend of yours that has really done something for you. You won't ever have to take care of her now, yet her voice will be heard. She pleaded and spoke for you. And I suppose so that's what her letter was about. I mean, she did say that she was going to be sacrificing herself for the town. Of course, in all of this, it makes sense that she would have been trapped inside the polyhedron already, but you are too inquisitive, my dearest bachelor. You don't have to worry about higher powers. You don't have to know why it had all been arranged like this. Who dies, dies. Do your deed. If you want to be present at the council, fulfill your obligations. Yes, I am extremely inquisitive. That is what I'm known for. Definitely what I'm known for. And not at all for sending a cannonball or whatever happened to the pool people. Or the people that were gathered around the pool in the Bone Steak lot, I believe it is. Definitely not. Oh, and by the way, apparently today there is no plague. There's just no plague. It is waiting for our decision at the end of the day. So we're going to go around town and then we're going to sleep. Because there's nothing to do. And we're going to talk to everyone in the meantime. Oh, it's not Eva. Sorry. Oh, and she doesn't say anything. She just has a terrible headache, as everyone does. Okay. Moving on then. Next up. So I want to go. I've been there. I want to go over there, even though that's probably locked. I don't think I really need to go, but I am curious to see what they are going to say. Because I think last episode was very enlightening in regards to just figuring out what's going on. So, I'm happy. I'm happy to do this. But of course, oh, my hunger. It should be okay. I'll eat before I go to sleep. Also, I'm really glad that everyone survived, I think. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's a good thing. So, where do I want to go? To the south. Let's go this way. Yeah. So, if everyone survived, maybe I'll get the correct ending? Or, I say the correct ending because the canon ending is probably the term that I should be using. But, if there is... Because the thing is, the Bachelor will be present and will be doing things in the other Let's Plays. Are you here to tell me? You jerk. Bachelor will be I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna happen because that guy's dead. So I don't think everyone needs to survive. He's not actually dead. I just don't know where he is, which is a bit of a problem. But anyway. So yeah, what I was saying is the Bachelor is gonna be in the other playthroughs, which means, of course, that he's gonna be doing choices in the other playthroughs, and those choices are probably fixed. Although it would be really cool if they weren't fixed, if the Bachelor did different things in the other playthroughs depending on what you do as the Aerospecs and as the Changeling. That'd be pretty awesome. I'm not sure that's gonna happen. There's not even rats out here. That's how clean this town is. Did a really good job here. Also, fast way to get out. Pretty simple. Let's have a chat with whatever his name is.
How do I fix my legs?
If you didn't take care of me, who would breathe life into our town again? And then he says the same thing as all the kids say. Which probably, well, this is gonna allow me to know if Aspety, I believe, or is it Grace? No, Grace is a kid. We know Grace is a kid, but I don't know if Aspety is a kid. She's very tiny, so it's just hard for me to know. Can I go through? No? Should be fine. Yeah, it's all good. So this is gonna allow us to know if Aspety is a kid, which is great, because I didn't even know if she was a girl or a boy before, because of the hairstyle, and it's tricky, because these guys don't have beards or anything. Just It's tricky. And also Aspity is a weird name to me. So I don't know anything. Hey, hello, sir. I cured him. He was also infected. I don't remember you. Oh, I do remember you being infected. How's it going,
If there's
guy?
enough people like me, the town will stay the same. We'll surrender ourselves to Clara unregretted. A rotten life belongs to the new mistress.
So he's talking, I think, in that, now that I have a little bit more clarity in understanding what they might be saying, I think he's talking about the Clara ending. So Clara wants the town to stay the same. That would actually make some sense in regards to just what her benefactors want, or I would think they want anyway. Thank you. I need to leave a little longer. My death will not be purposeless now. What kind of thing? What do you think? There's one thing. I am to perform the most precious feat of all, the feat of self-sacrifice. And basically he says that again, which is totally predictable, but it is also totally fine. So also I cured him, which is great, but I don't think I have more panaceas. Yeah, I'm out of panaceas. I do have a Schmauder, but I just wanted to give the Schmauder to hey guys, to Saburov, because he's a jerk. And he goes back to this. So he also has the same lines as that. Okay, good stuff. Then dead end. It is so hard to find the way in here. This is by far the hardest. No, it's not necessarily the hardest place to navigate. There's this place is really hard as well. There's a lot of locked walls and stuff. This one is just I go here a lot more often. I'm also considering in the next playthrough to just have a map, a modified map of the town, with like on my second screen or third screen, just telling me what I have, where I have been for sure, but more importantly where to go. Okay, yeah. Where to go in some of the parts of the town that are not marked as blocked by walls and stuff like that. So I definitely think that's gonna help me navigate and plotting a course to where we need to go and all this sort of stuff. It's not really. I mean, it is an interesting part of the gameplay, but it's not that much of a challenge, and it's just more annoying than anything else. And I think for a on-camera playthrough, I mean, I think we've had our dosage of me fumbling about. I think we've had enough of that, or hopefully we'll have enough of that. Also, I'm hoping to be able to get through the next two playthroughs in a little bit more of a faster fashion. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter because I think I may have mentioned it in this Let's Play already. If not, I'm gonna just say it. So the plan is for the Aerospects and the Changing playthroughs to, let's see, yeah, let's go this way, to play the game on stream. So I'm not gonna have a face cam. I'm just gonna play a whole day each stream, and it's gonna be one stream a week. Hey, can they be helped? I don't have cures? They need to be cured. But I have a Schmauder. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, give it to them. I don't care. Yeah. They're gonna have... They're gonna die anyway, because my choices will kill them all. But... Hey! Hey! Hi.
If there's enough people like me, the town will stay the same.
I don't think she's a kid.
We'll surrender ourselves to Clara unregretted.
I don't think she's a kid. So yeah, the game is freaking out. So the plan is to have each stream is going to be one day in game. So it's going to take about 4 to 5 hours of in-game, maybe not as much of streams. They're gonna be long streams, but then if I can reduce that to 3 hours or 3 to 4 hours, it's perfectly all right for me. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. I will be adding them as episodes on YouTube, and that's one of the reasons. That's mostly the reason why I want to do it without facecam, because I usually stream. Let's go to Grace's. Hopefully she's not infected, and even if she is, I do have a Schmauder, so I got lucky there, to be honest, in saving them all. Yeah, but it is the biggest reason for me to not want to do it with facecam, because I do streams with facecam, because it just, you know, streams are different from Let's Play. On a Let's Play, I'm just alone with you, viewer, right now. That's me. I'm talking to you directly. It's a lot more personal, I find. But on a stream, on a live stream, it's different, because you're interacting with chat, and it's just always gonna be, yeah, of course, it's always gonna be about that as well, not necessarily just about that. Hi.
They don't trust me. Like I don't know what to do.
If you didn't take care of me... Yeah. So I think she has the same as the kids' lines. Yeah, and so basically because I interact with chat, it means that, you know, who's watching gets a compromised experience. And also there's other things, because I'm not focused on the game as much, and it's also less focused. So yeah, it's gonna be I'm gonna do it on stream because it's gonna help everyone, I think, and I will be announcing. I don't think it's gonna be this episode. I don't think it can go in through here. I don't think the ending of this campaign is gonna be this episode, so I'll announce to you. If you're watching these videos as they come out, or in the close vicinity, do you say vicinity for time? It's not really, that's our place. But yeah, just around the time these videos are released, the next episode most likely is going to be the finale. Then I'll be announcing the time schedule for the streams if you want to follow them live. Or if not, you can just wait for them to go up on YouTube, and they're just gonna be big episodes. It's just gonna be full episodes, and just come up once a week. And just gonna be like huge episodes of me going around town as the Aerospec, and then eventually as the Changeling, and exploring the timelines and all that sort of stuff, because that's where this game shines. Just so much, like the realization, the slow realization, because it takes time for me to. It took time for me to realize that. I'm going back in there because I think. Have I been there? I have been there. Yeah, I have been there. I wanted to buy the plague things, so we don't need to go back in there. We need to go to the cathedral, so let's go. Yeah, but this game really shines. Maybe not. It doesn't shine as in it does it the best, but it shines because it is the first time I play any game like this that has the slow realization that you are a piece of the puzzle, and whatever you do, whatever you think you're doing, you're always gonna be a piece of the puzzle. Usually games will have a main character that's just played for a full, maybe, or again another hour? Played for a full, maybe, or just maybe just kept in the dark about whatever the true intentions are of the people who are helping them, or stuff like that. I find that while that is nice, it's very linear and very predictable. In this game, yes. In this game, it's all about just coming to terms with how little of a grasp the player actually has. Not in terms of understanding, but in terms of power. And that happens early on with Saburov, when he's just basically screwing us over. And then it happens with I hope it doesn't happen with Bok, but it definitely happens with people attacking us with the wall. No, I say Bok, but it's Block. That's his name. With the military attacking us, and there's the wall, the Olgimskis, who are just complete liars. They are absolute liars, both of them, but they're just working for their own purposes. So I'm really interested specifically in the Aerospecs playthrough, because I think the Aerospecs is the one that actually deals with the Olgimskis, and they are, for me, I wouldn't say the most interesting family, because I think the Kanes are the most interesting family so far anyway, but I think they're the most realistic family, just because they're nuanced is probably the word. Yeah, nuanced is the word. Yeah, because it's just, so it's like the very much the middle between the two, but it's not. It's not quite like that. I don't think. Maybe it is. Anyway, the game is freaking out a lot. I'm okay. I'm gonna make my way back to a bed, and in the next episode we are gonna sleep, and we're gonna go. Well, it's gonna sleep a full 13 hours. So yeah, we're gonna sleep a lot, and we're gonna end the game. I think end the game. Sometimes I do finales for Let's Plays that are really, really tiny. I hope this is not going to be one. I hope they're going to have like a huge amount of conversation. Definitely need to go to the upper floor of the cathedral and see what's up with that. What's up there. And yeah, but for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathologic. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.